At this point, we're going to run our cost basis calculation from the transactions page. So if you go to the transactions page on your sidebar menu, this is where the actual ledger exists. This is where all your data consolidates at a transaction level. You will notice when you sync your connections for the first time that all your transactions, regardless of what asset they are, coming from whichever wallet or exchange account, you'll notice that there's no financial data here apart from the token amounts, cost basis proceeds, capital gain loss. That financial data is the next part of the automation here through our sophisticated calculation algorithms that calculate this type of information for every single individual transaction line that you have in your ledger. So on the very top right, there's a calculate button. What this does is if you click it, it'll automatically select everything that you have filtered and run a cost basis calculation based on the accounting methodology that you pre-selected. But if you want to see that pre-selection, you can click on the little configuration wheel next to calculate. So here I clicked it and I can see my calculation configuration. I have cost basis FIFO set. I can choose or change different accounting methodologies here. I'm going to keep it on FIFO. If I wanted to, I can make it connection level. So the default behavior is universal cost basis, but you can change it to connection level. Some jurisdictions require connection level, so do ask your accountant for advice on your setup. I'm going to set connection level. There are other features that you can have, like audit logs. This is a nice feature because if you enable audit logs, you'll be able to expand dispositions to see the inventory lots that were used in that disposition. And of course, more options are available for you. If you want to calculate short-term, long-term gain loss, we have something called calculate tax lots as an option. And then we have more specific scenarios where you can calculate by asset base or disposition, recalculate dispositions, acquisitions. I'm going to exit out of here and filter the data the way I want it to before I run the calculation. So the calculation will run based on whatever you have filtered in your transactions page. So I'm going to go ahead and select an end date. Most of the time, you'll be selecting an end date to get the financial data as of an end period. I'll click on December 31st, 2024. So I want my financial reporting to be as of this end date. I'm going to specify a specific asset because I have many assets here in the transactions page. I'm going to specify only Ethereum to make it simple. So Ethereum only as of December 31st, 2024 and calculate. So I have 677 transactions. I can go straight to reports dashboard and you'll see that you'll have a pending calculation notification and you'll be able to view your calculation as it's progressing. And just like that, my calculation is complete. I have my cost basis, proceeds, capital gain or loss for the period. I have a realized loss here for this end date. So all my financial data is as of the end date that I filtered. The after calculation is going to run an unrealized gain loss calculation. I can see my internal fees and external fees. Internal fees being network fees, gas fees, external fees being exchange, maker, trader, maker, taker fees. So that is how you run your calculation. All the data is readily available to you at the click of a button. Calculate.